Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? You are knowing what you are wanting. You come with deliberate intent. You are appreciating the contrast of your time and place. That question is easier to answer at some times than others, isn't it? Depending upon the intensity of the contrast. But when you step back from the question just a little bit and you answer it conceptually rather than personally, we know you do agree, if you've been practicing the science of deliberate creation at all, that out of contrast comes determination or preference. And that preference that bubbles within you is a vibrational asking that literally summons life force into this leading edge place. So when you are standing in this glorious place of so much to choose from, and something that you see stimulates within you powerful awareness that you do not want it, are you realizing that in the moment of your keen awareness of what you do not want is born a powerful clarification of what is desired, and that desire is known by source energy and is yielded instantaneously? So that it turns out that times of greater contrast are times of greater desire production, and that the desire, which is the asking, is always answered. So when we see you in a time when more of you are focused upon something that causes more of you to ask, whether you're using your lips or words or whether it is just the vibration that emanates from you, we always celebrate in the extraordinary amount of source energy that comes immediately into your time-space reality in response to all of that. It is really a wonderful thing. So as this source energy flows forth into your environment, do you know what that means to you as individual creators? What that means to you as individual creators is that the energy is moving faster, which means any of you who become a vibrational match to your own specific personal desires have faster manifestation than ever before. Sometimes when you have a global event where a lot of people are focused upon something and they are feeling a great amount of negative emotion, people have been studying the science of deliberate creation. Anyone who understands about law of attraction worries. They say things like, aren't so many of us focused in such negative ways? Will this not negatively affect our time-space reality? And we say, remember, the contrast produces the desire, and the desire summons a source energy, and the source energy coming forth is what you are all wanting. In other words, more creative life force with which you can flow toward whatever your creative endeavor is about. The degree of resistance that is present upon your planet today is not greater than the degree of resistance that was upon your planet on September 10th. It's just about different things, you see. And so, as you come to recognize that in high contrast times, more energy comes forth in response to the greater desire that flows forth from you. And you as an individual can choose how much of it you allow to flow through or not. As you stand in your physical time-space reality and you experience this magnificent contrast, and from it you come to personal desire, source energy answers that desire. So the creative process is a very simple one. You ask, source energy answers. Many of our physical friends say, well, it cannot possibly be that simple because I've been asking and it's not showing up in my experience. And we say, Well, you are asking and source energy is answering, but there is a third step that really is worth talking about. And that is, are you a vibrational match to what you're asking for? Because when you ask and source energy answers, and you're not a vibrational match to the very thing you're asking for, then while source energy is answering, and while your time-space reality does have greater access to greater energy as a result of your asking, if you are not personally, individually up to speed with what you're asking for, then you cannot be the recipient of it, not now anyway, because law of attraction dictates otherwise. We know that many of you would like to be the one exception to the law. You would like the law, like your mother and so many who have gone before, have made exceptions for you, and even though you were throwing a little hissy fit, they responded to what you wanted, even though you were nowhere near in vibrational harmony with what you wanted. But law of attraction is a very loving, consistent, and we say loving because it is consistent, because in its utter consistency, you can get a handle on what you're doing vibrationally. So you can always know at all times how well you're doing in the letting in of what you've been asking for. You have emotions within you that are magnificent interpreters of these vibrations. And the emotion that you feel lets you know two things that matter. One, how great is the desire, or how fast is the energy flowing? In other words, the stronger the emotion, the more it really matters, which means the more you're really asking, which means the more the universe is really answering. Do you understand that? When you have a strong emotion, whether it is one of ecstasy or agony, that strong emotion always means there's strong asking going on within you. Lots of pulling power, lots of asking, and even more important for you to understand, lots of answering. Because the asking and the answering go hand in hand. There can never be one without the other. So if you're asking in a strong way, universe is answering in a strong way. That's good news, don't you think? So when you feel strong emotion that you would call anger or frustration or fear or rage, the good news is you're asking in a very strong way, and source energy is answering in a very strong way. The bad news is you're not in a place right now of letting it in. So what happens when you have an event that gets worldwide attention, which causes worldwide asking? And it doesn't even matter which side of the issue the individual is asking from. The energy is still powerfully responding. So, as source energy is powerfully responding to this stronger than usual request, what you begin to notice as you take your personal poll of your own life experience and of those around you is that those who were thriving before thrive even more now. Those who are well are weller, those who are rich are richer, those who are sick are sicker, those who are discouraged are more discouraged. Whatever it is that you are feeling is amplified in this time of faster moving energy. The crevasse between those who allow the energy of well-being and those who do not becomes more distinct and more obvious to anyone that's looking with the knowledgeable eye or understanding of law of attraction. So, as we see you in your now, we celebrate the fantastic energy stream that you have access to. And we stand before you in Esther's body, a host of source energy entities wanting to assist you in rediscovering something that you knew powerfully before you made the decision to come forth into this physical body to begin with, which is you are the creator of your reality. You get to choose what happens to you. You get to choose when it happens, where it happens, how it happens. You get to choose all of the details of your physical experience. First, you must understand that you get to choose. Second, you must deliberately choose. And most significant, you must allow what you have chosen. And so this gathering is not about encouraging any specific choices. That's really up to you. This gathering is about helping you to discover how to become a vibrational match to what you have chosen. And so we call it the art of allowing, the art of letting in, the art of affecting a vibration within me that matches the vibration of my desire, so that law of attraction could put me and my desire in the same place at the same time. Law of attraction says, that which I give my attention to creates a reverberation of vibration within me that is answered by everything else in the universe that is vibrating. So if I focus upon anything long enough that its vibration begins to reverberate within me, there is an asking, vibrational asking that takes place that will, if I maintain it, begin to not only manifest in terms of the way I feel, or not only manifest in terms of what I'm dreaming in my dream state, but it begins to seep into my experience through day-to-day, what you would call real-life manifestation. We love to see real-life manifestation in your experience because very often that's when you begin to pay attention to what you're offering vibrationally. But we're wanting you to realize that it does not matter where you stand, it doesn't matter what vibrations you offered that got you there. Today you stand on this fresh new platform with absolute, ultimate control over what comes next. You just have to know that you have that. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. You will discover a nice unfolding here. Some have come to ask questions that will be good bases for your question. Some have come to ask your question. Some will express your question even more clearly than you could. And some who will be sitting here expressing your question will receive from you, even if they are asking it, a fuller question. In other words, the question, you'll feel it. It will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In fact, it will get so big that it will include everything that you want to know about the same subject, whether they speak the words or not. So, there is no possibility whatsoever that everything you want to know will not be answered here. It is certain that if it bubbles within you in the form of a vibrational or verbal asking, that we are getting it, we are hearing it, we are knowing it, we are understanding it, we are loving it, we are answering it. You may not be hearing it. But then that's the art of allowing all over again, isn't it? We will be talking to you today about what you wanted to know yesterday a little bit, what you want to know now, and even what you will want to know tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, because we are delivering to you on many levels of your consciousness, and there will be things that will unfold in your experience in the next few days that will answer much of what you're asking today. What we are going to assist you in doing is discovering vibrational harmony with the answers to your own questions, so that as you move through the days that follow, things that might not have been obvious to you without this conversation will be. It is really co-creating at its best. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is nice to know that you know everything we know. And now you get the fun of watching it unfold day after day. Be easy about all of this. Be playful about all of this. There is so much that is wonderful that is before you. So much that is pointedly wonderful that is before you. Friends, these are the most dynamic times you have ever lived. Oh, we mean that in the fullest sense of the word. We don't mean treacherous times. We mean these are the best times that you in your physical body have ever lived. These are the best times that anybody in any physical body has ever lived. Let the good times roll. There is a great love here for you. We are complete.